knocking these missions out for Operation Chimera pretty quickly. We are on Block 7. This is a pretty easy one to get done if you have a good selection of tank destroyers. We have to get 3 kills while unspotted, and if we want to get completion with honors, we need to win and survive for the secondary condition. Now, in this match, I did not win, and I did not survive. I almost survived. Time was running out, but we definitely did not win. Our team pretty much got steamrolled towards the end. But the primary is what I really care about, so I'll go back and do the secondary at some point in the future. Now, this is really a mission that's designed for tank destroyers, and since we have block to deal with, that means Germans and Japanese. Japanese don't have any tank destroyers, so you've got a pretty small selection of tanks to do this in if you're going to do this in a tank destroyer, again, which is what I recommend. Now, given that you have a small selection, I can tell you the 2 tanks that I have to get this done in. One is the Scorpion G that I'm doing this right here in. The other one is the Grill 15, the Tier 10 German TD. Now, technically, you can do this in any tank. Just sit in the back, redline snipe, whatever. But clearly, it's easier to get done with a TD because 1, you've got big guns in the German TDs, and 2, you're going to have a better camo factor. But if you want to be that guy that sits in the corner with a Type 5 Heavy on Prokhorovka, more power to you to get this done. Scorpion G doesn't necessarily have great camo, but given the size of this map, and that is important when you're evaluating where to position yourself. Given the size of the map, it really doesn't matter. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that the enemy tanks are just inside of my render range or at the edge of my render range, so that I won't be spotted. It does require that your teammates are spotting for you, but it gives you the highest probability that you're not going to be spotted when you fire. And that's the important thing here. It doesn't matter if you're spotted. Unlike some of the other missions, I know there's 1 or 2 missions where if you get spotted at all during the mission before completion, the mission fails. That is not the case here. You only need to be unspotted at the time of the kill. If you get spotted and then you go dark again and then kill somebody, that's perfectly fine. That will give you a completion of the mission. The other nice thing about this map here is on the south side, the J and K line, it's very easy to move between the different lanes on the map, which is really important in my opinion, because we're not looking to steamroll one side here. We're really just looking to pick off the tanks that we're going to one-shot while hidden, and then we're going to go move somewhere else to find a tank to kill while hidden. So that is really what we're trying to do here. So having a little bit of mobility is extremely useful for this. If I had my ideal tank to do this in, it would probably be that guy just got one-shot by a Death Star, I think. That's unfortunate. If I had my choice of tanks to do this in, I would do this in probably a Rum B, the Tier 8 German TD. It probably has the best camo factor out of all of the German TDs, although I don't know the exact stats. It's definitely better than the camo on the Scorpion G, which is not particularly good. Okay, so Rum B is probably the right tank to do this in if you have it. Now here's my first potential target. This Scorpion is suiciding, I guess, but I was just a second too late because they didn't want to hit the bat chat. But that's fine. There's going to be other opportunities. There's still 12 enemies alive here, and this is going to be my first shot with a kill. Now, unfortunately, I got spotted on that shot, but the kill is what counts. So that enemy is still out there, but I for some reason I must have went completely dark just before I fired that, and so that second kill counted as well. And that's why it's really important to make sure that you are as close to, or I should say, as far away from the enemy tanks and right at the edge of render, because those types of situations are really going to help you get this done with ease. So I probably went dark right before I fired that shot, fired off the shot, killed him, and got the second kill there. Now, given the situation, I really don't want to be on the left side of the map because the opportunity to get spotted over there is pretty significant. The right side of the map looks like it's fairly free, so I'm going to shift over here with a plan of sniping into the city, and I pull off a miraculous shot here that shouldn't have hit, but it did, on the low to get the third unspotted kill. So that's really how easy it is to get this done. It's probably going to unfold in the later stages of the match and not the early stages, so make sure that you're conserving your HP as you sort of shift across the map. And that's, I think, the first key to this is just let the match unfold in front of you. Don't try to push this. You really need to be patient as you're trying to get this done. The opportunities will come. It's nice to have a tank that's mobile and has a good alpha, which is why I recommend either the Scorpion G or the Rum G or Rum B. And then just make sure you're at the edge of render relative to the potential targets. Just watch those circles on the minimap, and it will be pretty easy to knock this one out. Good luck, guys, and I will see you on the next mission.